Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is Magic More, the party spark of the J team, 8-time extraordinaire, the caterator.
This is your boy Chuck C from them Throwback Boys. Stacks on deck. Zone 3 representative.
And
And
this
this
is
is
Atlanta
Atlanta
rap
rap
history.
history.
You can't know where Atlanta's going if you don't first know your history. Listen, I'm from here. Streets Atlanta history. When Goody Mob first dropped, folks was wearing socks with they flip-flops. All that is part of this southern hip-hop. The dirty, dirty South. Cool Breeze came up with that before it was even cool. Now everybody wearing A-hats. What if I told you Kilo was the biggest thing happening? What if I said CeeLo's holder been an outcast? I said Biggie and Short House and meant Pac had illusion. Sir Charles, the first pimp I ever heard say choosing. When Cass said Hootie Hoo, A-Town was being mowed. Fast forward 4 years, that's when Master P stole it. That's when Master P stole it. That's when Master P stole it.
Let's go.
We back. It's your
We
boy
back.
Chuck C from them Throwback Boys.
And it's your boy Magic Mall from the J team, 8-time extraordinary caterator.
And let
Yes,
y'all
sir.
know this is Atlanta rap history. And we back again with another interview from another Atlanta pioneer in this thing. I'm talking about coming from that east side. Man, I'm talking about putting it down, made a straight classic in that thing, man. Hey, you know him more than me. Why don't you talk about him a little bit, man, before we bring him on?
All right, well, to be a little more exact, I would have to say he way more bigger than a song, because, you know, he's one of the dopest producers I ever known of. And on top of that, you know, Mr. Cool, like he says, is a legend just in the game, and it go way far back, even before the song that you know.
So this is, like I said, go way back, producer, rapper, businessman, entrepreneur. Got an endorsement from the legendary DJ Funky. So when DJ Funky
Okay.
shouts you out, you's doing something. You ain't just no regular average Joe when DJ Funky shouts you out, man. And if y'all don't know, if you been under a rock for the last 50 years, if y'all don't know who we talking about.
Did you know I put lives in danger? Did you know I was a born threat? Your life's in danger, killing in varieties, making the world upset, becoming a threat to the society. So they get their guns instead, I keep it in mentality. Makes it complicated, so I put it to you simply. Never to say who's winning this, but it's an illusion. Keeping it strong and there you have it, there should be no confusion. The nigga with a certain rage, walking with the hand grenade, exploding like some fucking leech. How many niggas can I fake? Started in the danger zone, fucking with the change and gone. Knew the point was halfway dead, said there was no hanging on. Left me there to die, just survived in the stolen tank. Ain't no motherfucking barrel, shot the missile point blank. Hoping it was a fantasy, found out this shit's reality. Gave me a gun and 10 more personalities, all have violent entries. It make this world a tragedy, pull the skin up off my skull and on my brain is full catastrophe. Born is on a mission, instruct the demolition and put a fear in people's heart and being a threat is my ambition.
Man, if they don't know, they just don't know, man. We talking about the one and only Mr. Cool, aka Cool Dollars in the building. What's happening?
Hey, what's up, though?
What's up, my brother? That's what's happening, man.
What's up, brother?
Real
What's
talk.
going
We got
on?
the guy in the house.
Hey, man, it's an honor and a pleasure to have you, man. It's an honor and a pleasure to have you.
What's up, Chuck C, man? Hey, man, appreciate that, man. I appreciate y'all having me, man.
Oh yeah. And I tell you, like, hey, when they talking about 8-time history, we talking about somebody who really had his own lane, has his own lane, and still doing this thing. You know, I have to say, you know, it's way closer than friends, but I have to say, like my brother, Mr. Cool. We've been through some things in this game.
Hey, hey,
Straight
hey.
up.
Bring it up. Well, since you said that, and we got Mr. Cool here, aka Cool Dollars, man. This Atlanta rap history, man. So we want to start all the way from the beginning, man. Tell us where you from.
Man, hold on, okay. I got you. I just had to respond to that tape. This business still going like it go. But yeah,
Yeah.
man,
There you go.
most people, I will say, man, most people know me and know my history from being from Scottdale, cause that's what my mom's side of the family was. So it was like growing up, every summer we got dropped off in Scottdale. So it felt like, and they more than felt like, it was like we grew up in Scottdale. You feel me? So I was in Scottdale every year, and then when we went in Scottdale, we basically stayed all over the A. You know what I mean? Edgewood mainly. You know what I mean? Because I went to Terry Mill, went to Wifer, that kind of thing. Went to Coin. You know what I mean? Middle
Okay.
school. So it was like
Yeah.
pretty much Kirkwood and Scottdale and Nino stayed somewhere everywhere. That's why I said, if you from Atlanta, boy, you from Atlanta, the whole thing. You know
You
what I
from
mean?
Atlanta.
And then
Right.
you got a few
Right.
people. You got a few people who from right there where they are. You know what I mean? But it's like most people from Atlanta, man, they from all over the city. You know what I mean? Grandma over here, you know what I mean? Like that. Straight
Okay,
up.
Real
okay
talk.
then.
Real talk.
So we talking
Yes,
about the
sir.
east side. We talking about the east side. We talking about Scottdale. We talking
Yep.
about Kirkwood, man. We talking about over there on the east
Yep.
side of Atlanta.
Hell yeah.
Zone 6 on the back. Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
Zone
And then
6.
shout out that West Side Inky too, because you know what I mean? That's my fam out there on Bankhead too, on that West Side end and everything. Shout out to the Woody Land, man. And shout out to Perry Homes, you know what I mean? Because it's like all of
All
that
that.
where nigga was getting money and growing. You feel me?
Mm.
Okay.
That's right.
And of course, you know what I mean, on Scala, you know what I
On
mean?
Scanlon
Atlanta
Road.
for sure.
Yeah,
Atlanta for sure.
all up and down
Yeah.
Scala, you know what I mean?
Okay,
Yeah, I'm sitting here
okay.
for real myself. Sitting here Bankhead myself. But yeah,
Yeah.
everything, like you say, kind of migrated east. A lot of stuff did. And there was a lot of,
Yeah.
people from the west side, especially after all the projects kind of, got torn down and everything. Everybody kind of dispersed, to different sides, which was more definitely, the east side, where we do have a lot of artists, per se, that come out of the east side. So it has great
Yeah.
influence on Atlanta A-Town music anyway. That's from East Atlanta on back through Decatur, all the way down to Lithonia, So it's just telling all up
Right.
through there.
All the
Right.
way on the, that's true, on that east side, you know what I'm saying? Like King Edward J would say, Decatur wears greater. So we know about that. We know about that east side. So what age
Yeah.
was it that you started to think that I want to get into this music thing?
Man, on some real, like when I was in high school, I used to like make little tapes and shit, and then I would take pictures, but I just stand in the same spot, you feel me? And just let them take the whole roll. So the cover will look the same, because I'm gonna cut the pictures out into covers for my tapes, you feel me? And then you
That's right.
remember the little black goddamn ticker tape shit that you stamp,
Yeah,
click to
yeah,
put your
yeah.
goddamn
Yeah,
letters
yeah.
in.
Click and put your
That's
name
what I
on
would use to
there.
make the goddamn artwork. You know what I mean? And then I just glue that shit on the picture. Goddamn. I got it. But I do that, and then I just glue that onto the picture. So in high school, I was selling tapes and stuff like $5 a tape, you feel me? And I had like 5 songs on there, but I used to sell out. I wouldn't have them probably about 15 tapes or something, but I'd sell out every weekend, every Friday.
That's
So I was
right.
like, man,
Young
I
entrepreneur.
gotta find me, you know what I mean? I gotta try to find me a little some way to put their music out for real. And then one of my cousins said, shout out to Cedric Sir, my cousin called himself managing me. You feel me? So we started going downtown and shit like that, going by different little things that might be going on with people rapping. And then I had got into a freestyle one day, and we met this dude, said he met that he be fucking with Luke. You know what I mean? So he gave us the card, and then when we called him, we had actually talked to him and gave him the address to the apartments in Scottdale. You know what I mean? But I was 15 at the time, so when they pulled up in the limo and all of that, my mom was like, "Nah, they ain't the type of family we come from." He signed this.
Okay, all
Oh
right.
man.
Mom,
But I knew right then, like, hey, it's something waiting on me, man.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I'm like,
But you
it's
know
something
what?
waiting on me out there. You know what I mean?
That's right. That's right. But then you know what? They go back even farther than that, and you got to tell them, cool. You come from a musically inclined family. I
Man,
mean,
oh
just from
yeah,
your
man.
daddy,
You know what I
Mr.
mean?
Allen. Mr. Allen, shout out to Mr. Allen alone. I'm telling
Hey,
you,
the
he worked
sauce.
with
That's what
real
I call.
soldiers
Oh,
in
that's
this
what I
music
call
game.
dad. I call dad the sauce, man, cause you know what I mean. My dad phenomenal with the keys and singing and all of that. Did a lot of touring, House of Blues and all of that, all over the world. So it's like in us, the music runs true. So yeah, shout out to the sauce. You know what I mean?
That's right. The sauce. That's right. That's exactly.
Right. So dad was doing the music, then you picked up the music, but at an early age, like you said, instead of you going off trying to get signed somewhere, you was making your own tapes and selling your own tapes for $5, where you get the business sense to say, let me do it myself.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I had put a drum machine on the layaway. You feel me? When I was like
That's right.
12, I had put a drum machine on the layaway. That shit was like $460. That shit seemed like that was $1 million. You
Yeah.
feel
Back then it was.
So,
Yeah, it just seemed like shit. But I got paid every Sunday for playing drums at church. You know what I mean? I got paid like $25 every Sunday playing drums at church, and then at school and shit, I would be drawing on nigga pants and bitch pants and shit like that. You know what I mean? And I'd be charging
right.
for that. I was smart as hell, so I'd be charging to do people research papers and their homework too. It depends on what your money looking like. You know what I mean?
Real talk. Real
But
talk.
before I know it, you know what I mean? I had closed the gap. I had closed the gap on that 460. You know what I mean? To about 370. And when they got to 370, it was like the white dude who was managing the store was like, man, you know what I mean? You don't work hard and I'm proud of what you did, so I'm gonna go on and cover the rest of it for you. You feel me? And I was like,
Wow.
That's what's
what?
up.
He was like, yeah. I said, so I can leave with this today. He was like, yeah, it's yours today. I was like, oh man, what?
And what kind of
That's what's up.
machine was that? What machine was that?
That was the Dr. Rhythm.
The Dr. Rhythm.
Dr. Rhythm. Dr.
Yeah.
Rhythm.
The Dr. Rhythm.
That
Hey
got a lot
man.
of people started.
Yeah.
Dr. Rhythm, yeah. Dr. Rhythm.
Yeah.
And
So I started making like, so I already had this little Casio keyboard. You feel me? Man, it's like, I don't know how, but my mind was just flowed on being technically inclined even then, cause
That's right.
I did a bunch of splicing where I had the Dr. Rhythm and the Casio both on the same wires going into the stereo system at the same time. You feel me? And
That's
then
right.
I had a tape recorder playing. So once I hit play on the drum machine, I started playing the notes on the Casio while the tape recording. So I do that for about 4 minutes. You feel me? Then I put the tape
That's
up
right.
there, let it play down again, and add my second sound. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
then put that
Tracking.
tape up there, and then add my vocals.
Yeah, so you multi-tracking at an early age. You multi-tracking before you
Man,
even knew what
what?
it was.
Gotta get her
What
done.
nigga wasn't gonna be denied?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after them tapes in high school, what happened next?
Man, really, I really had got into the streets hard as hell, bro. You feel me? It was like I knew like, well, I had a little situation kind of like with Columbia, but it was like all of it fell apart because I ain't know any of the players. The dude who was like signed this, people who always was sitting in, none of this. You feel me? I'm just 17 with a dream, just, and then I was like, no, this just seemed, I don't know, I just didn't feel comfortable. And every time I ever moved my vibe, I always been right on to me anyway, because I ain't never been fucked up about it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
When I moved with my vibe, so I ain't really roll with that. I had went into the streets kind of hard, and then the dude who I was basically fucking with on the work became my manager. Cause he was like, I'm finna go out here and meet with my brother them at Andre Rising them crib, check out some of they artists. You know what I mean? And I was, you know, I'm on the line like, bro, I gotta get back to the block. What's up? What's up? Where you at? You know what I mean? And he was like, I'm finna go out to Andre Rising. How I do da da da. He was like, I was like, damn. He was like, I'm finna pull up on you first. So when he pulled up on me, you know what I mean? We did our little business, and then I was like, you know, people who be doing the music. He was like, yeah. I was like, damn. I said, what if I know somebody that know how to make beats and rap? Like they make their own beats and rap. You feel me? He was like, what he is? Show me that nigga right there. You feel me? And I was like, I'm gonna get some of his music for you. So I took the, you know what I mean? I went back to the block, did what the hell I had to do. We got together a week later. I had gave one of the takes, and he was listening. He was like, man, where this nigga at, man? We going to pull up on him now. You feel me?
Yeah.
I said, man, that's me, bro. You know what I mean? He was like, nigga, quit bullshitting. For real though, cool. Quit bullshitting. Let me meet the nigga though. You know, like nigga, you're looking at him. You know what I mean?
What more can you say?
Yeah, and then it was like, oh hell, nigga, you tripping? We ain't that on it. And then the shit was so funny because the nigga didn't want to save me no work or shit. Nigga, like, no, nigga, you going in the studio.
Yeah.
Straight up. Yeah. It was like ASAP. Well, you know what I mean?
That's right. Well, let me ask you about
Go ahead. But because it was like leading up to that situation though. Me and my brother was with my people Darnell, you feel me? And Darnell had Ghetto Lab, which he was a dude from I think Indiana and had moved down here, you feel me? But he just heard me and my brother, and heard mainly my brother. Shout out to DJ Black Charm, you feel me? But Darnell heard us and basically just thrown us in a room full of equipment, you feel me?
Yeah.
And that's when I got up into, that's when I really had got into some serious, like really being serious about production, because sitting in this room with $5,000 worth of equipment back then, MP, a couple of keyboards and a couple of modules, and don't really know how to work none of this shit. You know what I mean? That's when I actually learned how to read manuals, because you know manuals are not written in layman's terms.
Right. They not.
Well, that's when I learned how to actually read manuals and understand what it was I was looking at. And it was like by the time that summer was over with, me and bro had started putting the MIDI up and all of that onto the MP, doing sound like we had started going crazy. You know what I mean? And I had really got serious into production. And in Ghetto Lab was the first cut of Born Threat. It was raw. But then when I was able to really get in the studio, I recut everything live. You know what I mean? Bass, I played the strings down. My dad played the strings down. I played some keys. My dad played some keys. Then I laid the flute. And then it was the rest was rap. You know what I mean?
Man, now that's history right there. See, we ain't know that.
Some real history.
That's some real history. Sir. So you saying that your dad, first let me back up, because you said your brother. Let everybody know who your brother is, who you referring to when you say your brother.
Yeah, my brother DJ Black Charm, man. Everybody's Charm don't work with some of everybody, you know what I mean? In the lab, beats, mixing, the whole thing, recording. So yeah, man, shout out to DJ Black Charm. Brother got in on perfecting his craft, and you know what I mean, doing what he loved to do. Same thing with me. So it's like, and then our lab is in the same facility. So it's like, bro, lab right around the corner from me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Double duo.
That's a blessing.
Yeah. Double duo.
And then, like you said, you had your dad co-produce on a song with you, man. Tell us about that experience, to be able to share that music thing with your dad.
Yeah, because like I said, the dude who started managing me, shout out to Lomil Truitt, you feel me? He got a dope restaurant in Texas now called Cleo. So anybody in Texas, and you know what I mean, y'all look up that restaurant, go holler at my people, Lomil Truitt, tell them Cool sent you. He gonna show you a whole bunch of love. You say I sent you. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
all right, let
But
them know.
yeah,
Let them
Right.
know.
Hey, black
but
owned
yeah. So
anyway.
he started,
Who that?
but that same dude started managing me. Came into a couple of deals, and one of them was with an independent company, which was Drew BMK. So shout out to Kevin Little, Mac Arthur, and Ray. You feel me? To Dini, Rico,
True
to my nigga Bubble. You
BMK.
know what I mean?
All
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
Yes, sir. My God.
yeah, hell
But yeah,
yeah.
man. But even on like just the history, go back even, a little bit deeper now. Is all this before or after when you was in California and you and bro was up there working with Bobby Brown in the studio?
But yeah, all this was after that, cause it was like being in the streets, you start meeting certain people, and then you end up having, you know what I mean, work to work with the stars now. You know what I mean? So that was
That's right.
basically how I ended up in the studio with Bobby. You feel me? And me, him, and then me, Styles. Shout out to Styles, which was he was a young artist that was over there under Bobby Brown them, but it was like shit working that work. And then, Styles saying he's saying to Bobby like, yeah, them niggas be producing and this kind of thing right here. So it's like me and Bud now cutting on beats. And then a couple of the beats I had made, Bobby ended up demoing. And so after they demoed the tracks, they had actually called me for a meeting and was like, what am I charging? I mean, that they was gonna pay me $16,000 for demoing those 3 tracks.
Wow.
And
For
that's when I
Bobby
was like,
Brown. Now
damn,
this for Bobby Brown.
yeah,
Now just
yeah.
know who
And
he
I'm just
talking
like,
about.
what?
Now this Bobby Brown.
Hey, I'm still tripping on this. Free, you mean? Y'all finna give me $16,000 for what now? Feel me?
Exactly.
But for me, that's when music and life changed. That's when music became serious. You feel me? Because it's like up until that point, I was a real live trapper, not a rapper. And I say that because even now we be laughing about the places they used to have to pick me up from just to go to the studio. You feel me? Like some of the trap spots they used to have to ride up in just to get a nigga to go so he can go to the studio.
Hey, cool, I'm on the way.
Yeah, man. So it was like a nigga was really like a trapper who could rap. And then after that, it became like, nah, no, music is this what I do. If I can get $16,000 like that, yeah, I know I can get 160,000 if I do it like this, goddamn.
That's
and then just on and on overthinking. You know what I mean?
That's right. Well, you most definitely, man, a lot of people who you had a chance to work with, man, you can, tell a little something about some of the people that you actually had a chance to work with or did a song with or something like that. Let them know it's a little deeper than Atlanta as well.
Yeah, because it's been Eric's sermon, like, and Too Short, and doing some stuff with Lil Flip when Lil Flip was hot. You feel me?
That's right.
G-Star, Richie Rich out there in LA. You feel
Richie Rich in the Bay. Shout out to the Bay.
Yeah, man. And,
I'm on that.
Yeah,
I'm on the song.
And Daz, you know what I mean? Daz Dillinger. Shout out to my dog. You feel me?
Daz Dillinger. Shout out to the Dog Pound.
Yeah.
That's right.
So that's like, yeah, a lot of, and it's like it's quite a few more just outside of what's going on in the city who I did a lot of work, who I did work with on production and you know what I mean?
Oh, that's for sure.
And then inside the city, man, you already know like pretty much all the greats and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if they go right now, I think the song might still be up because Me Slice 9 and Future got a song called Girlfriend. The Biggest Movie Ever Part 2, I produced that on Jeezy. I don't be knowing the name of these songs. Shit, I can't think of these shit out here.
Yeah, but you got songs
with the shit so
from
fast.
everybody, the 8 Ball to
and then I'm doing the AT. Oh yeah, and then Gil and Dad's doing a project called ATLA. I did some 8 Ball and MJG,
ATLA,
man.
I like
And of course, Pimp C, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean?
That's right.
Long live the legend,
right.
you know what I mean?
Long live the legend, man.
Rocking out
Talk a little bit about
rocking
that.
out with Pimp C, man. You feel me?
Talk a little bit about the legend
Breed,
Pimp
man.
C.
MC Breed.
Huh?
Talk a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
We gonna get the Breed, but tell us a little bit before we get the Breed. Tell us a little bit about Pimp C.
Man, actually, when me and Pimp C met, man, shout out to my dog Bird. R.I.P.
Shout out to Bird. Shout out
to Big Bolo too. But when we had met, man, you know what I mean? Pimp heard some of my tracks and shit, and he was just like, damn, man, who made this shit? And they were like, my nigga Cool. And he was like, man, this nigga here bad as fuck, man. Like, I like this nigga vibe. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And then we chopped it up from there, and they was like, Pimp, as a nigga, he gotta fuck with you as a nigga first anyway. You feel me? Like, fuck the music and shit, nigga. The music be cool and shit, but as a nigga, you solid. You know what I mean? So shit, we kicked it, man. You know what I mean? Got into a few festivities and everything, and rest of history.
What you talking about? What you talking about? That's Trap Studio, man.
Trap
Studio.
Festivities. You know what I mean?
Hey, I'm telling you, Pimp C was my dog, man. I'm telling you, he would just pull up on me, man, and just to come holler at me and stuff. But like you say, it's just keeping it 100. He recognized what kind of real niggas and stuff like that, and that's who he'll let fuck with. You know what I'm saying? So, most definitely, man. But yeah, hey, Cool don't work with so many folks that it make no sense. He got so much music in this world, man. I'm telling you, it's pathetic, man. But like I say, man, he my my favorite producer. You know what I'm saying? I just saying I was honored, man, to work with him. We did like countless records together, man. We did everything from the Independence Day compilation to the World Is Near Dead and album and Lego Boys album.
Classic, Lego Boys, you know what I mean? Classic rock
that's
album.
Right. When Danger follows.
Hell yeah. I had met Breed through my CEO KV, because they was kind of rocking out, mean with each other. That's when the Dro had hit the city, and it was like really the Dro was going through Breed at the time. You feel me? R.I.P. I hope it found thing I'm making up now.
Rest in peace, Breed.
I don't know if this confidential information.
All respect, all love. All respect, all
the police can't fuck with him now, so when the Dro had hit the city, that's who we fuck with on it. You feel me? And then my CEO was like, man, I had met MC Breed. I told him, you know what I mean, what we doing and that kind of thing. So he do want to meet you. So when me and Breed met, just as niggas, you know what I mean, we were cool as hell. And he was like, man, I fuck with this nigga. I want to hear the music now. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then he heard a couple of the songs. He was like, hell yeah, we got to get in. I was like, I got to finish recording on my shit or whatever. And then when we was at Breed house, I said, man, you got a whole studio down there. And Breed was like, shit, man, I don't know how to hook up none of that shit. You feel me? I was like, what? I said, man, I know how to hook that shit up. He said, man, if you can hook that shit up for me, dog, you can work on your shit over here. I was like, straight up. He was like, hell yeah. So I went down to that nigga basement, hooked all that shit up, had that shit rocking within goddamn 30 minutes.
Oh,
that's what he do. That's what he do. Shout out to Rich Man Studio, man. Y'all gotta go see my partner, man. Yeah, he got things happening over there. Yes, sir.
Hey,
so that whole time I had that whole shit. So, and then while I was at Breed house, shout out to my nigga Jabri, because I ain't saw Jabri in a long ass time. But that was he was a dope lyricist. They used to be over there with us and Kwame, and that's why I had met Pocket. You feel me? And I was go down over there and just cut beats, and we'll just be over at Breed house down in the basement, just freestyle all the damn time. You feel me? And it wasn't really like no big old thing then. You know what I mean? It was just how we rocked out with each other.
Tell me about this song right here. Talk to me about this song.
You know, this is what we call the trap. Yeah. All my real niggas can feel that. Breathe. Feel it. My homeboy, yes indeed, Big Bird put together this track. So you know, I got 32 of these things right here. Bubbling, baby. Bubbling. Yeah, real. I got a $50 egg, need $1 million bird. Goddamn. Now fuck what you heard, I serve, I am caught up in the jail situation. That's trash. I'm already on probation. Yo, tactics. Catch me a motherfucking chick to a quail. Dip and get me some hard shit to sell. Flip now. Turkeys in my yard, alright. And then we see what niggas ball like. Take 32, put it to a bubble, then serve that. We gon' sack it up in doubles in the struggle. Never, cause we gon' make the pots go ball. No trouble, mainly cause crack don't spoil. And what is this thing's relevant to a fed? Shopping for embezzlement, graduated. Started selling breakdowns, waited. Diamond, keys on my yay grind.
Y'all the niggas with the rocks. Well, we the niggas with the bricks. Leaving all y'all bitches laid out in the street, strung out with a mouth full of dick.
Get it right,
Y'all the niggas with the rocks.
nigga.
But we the niggas with the bricks. Leaving all y'all bitches laid out in the street, strung out with a mouth full of dick.
Man, talk to me about that song, man. First of all, rest in peace to Breed, man. First of all, rest in peace to Bird, rest in peace to Breed,
Yeah,
That's
man.
right, for sure.
Both of those people, man. Much love to both of those people, man. But talk to me about that song. You on the track? You on there with two big people, man. I'm talking about Breed and Bird. For y'all that don't know, legendary producer.
yeah. But yeah, man, that was one of them things where, like I said, after me and Bree had kind of clicked on what we was doing, you feel me? I was like, man, you got to come out to the spot and rock with me. And he was like, man, whatever y'all got going on, I fuck with you on it. You know what I mean? So we went through some of the beats, and Bree was like, that one, let's rock him. You feel me?
That's right.
And the rest of it was history. He went into
being
what he went into. And then, you know, I ain't never really used paper in the studio anyway. So when Bree saw me do my verse, Bree was just like, nigga, is this new? Or did you this some shit you been had? I was like, nah, this new. I just said it.
I just said it.
Yeah, he was like, damn. KB, what the hell, nigga? You don't set me up. This nigga here going crazy.
Hey,
That's right.
But yeah,
that's what he do.
but
That's
it
what
was
he
one of those
do.
things. It was like I ain't never used no paper in the studio. You know what I mean? And I don't be really doing like that line for line punch. I just go ahead and kind of know what it is, and then I just stick
Kills it every time. I'll be real. Yes, sir. Yep. Real talk.
Yep.
That's the situation, man. He go in there, do it and get it done, man. Yep. Right off the dome.
Hey, well, listen, talk to me about this picture right here. What we got right there, man?
Hey, I think Red would just come home when he met you.
Yep. That's about right. Yep. That's right. That Decatur Red, for who all don't know, another musically inclined brother.
That's my other little brother right there, Decatur Red, man. Y'all go look up Trap House Atlanta, man. Our first season got collectively close to 5 million views. And, you know, we working on season 2 right now. Episode 1 already out. You know what I mean? So y'all go check out Trap House Atlanta. If you ain't saw it, go get captivated. Do your little binge watching over the holidays. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Make sure y'all check that out. Make sure y'all check that out, man. But we know that, like I say, you work with and produce with a lot of different people around in the game. Talk to me about this picture right here.
That's my dog right there, cornbread.
Cornbread,
Yeah,
hey.
man.
Now you know you close with a person when you got a nickname them like when you can call them something like cornbread. You know y'all got to be for real close when you can say, oh man, yeah, that's cornbread. But talk to me about that picture right there, man. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, that's my dog right there. Shout out to Akon, man. Shout out to Divine. Shout out to Upfront Entertainment. But I went over into that situation in a production deal and in an artist deal, and the way that whole thing was structured, we was basically trying to put together an artist count that cats could leak from. You feel me? So we was doing over. So Akon was already over there with Divine, and T-Pain, I think, and they acquired T-Pain, and Candy
Well,
was over
FA.
there. Yeah, and so that, but in FA it was me, my brother Decatur Red, shout out to Shoutdale, my people Hood, Attitude, and Future.
And Future.
So
And
we,
Future.
Exactly. Yep.
yeah. So we made up the components of FA when we was over there under that situation with up front and Akon, and yeah, man, we got a lot of things done and made some good music, made some good history. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, for sure. I remember doing, you know, myself at least about 5 songs I might have, you know, had cut in on with Akon and the Lego
Akon,
Boys.
yeah.
For sure.
Right.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
And then not only that, but you got talk to me about these guys right here.
Yeah, man.
Now you in the midst of
Got to be
you
hitting
right
there.
there with some big names right there. You tell the people who these people are.
But yeah, man. So if you're looking the way I'm looking from left to right, then you would go DJ Big X right there.
Big X,
CEO of
Xavier,
Coalition. DJ Funky,
DJ Funky.
CEO of Coalition DJs, and my dog Beehive. You know what I mean? Radio host at 107, and you know what I mean. Of course, you got
Yours truly, man. I'm talking about DJ
Shout out
Funky.
Shout out to DJ Funky, my guys, man. A1 Day One solid guys, man. Hey, they take
Yeah.
that Coalition DJ man across the map, man. So I'm really digging what they got going, and y'all should support these brothers. Check them out. You know, Funky got the Funky OG. You know, they say he came from the peach tea on down to the garments. You know what I mean? He got some nice things. Y'all need to check him out. And Monday nights at Stank on Your Studios for them artists. That's something they trying to
we
make
do new
popular.
music Monday.
Let them
Yeah,
know.
we do that new music Monday. So if you especially if you're a brand new artist and you need to introduce yourself to the DJs and the media, then you want to hit that new music Monday stage.
Hey, you want to do that. Hey, so y'all, like you say, check them out. Check out DJ Funky. Check out Xavier on YouTube on the Xavier the X Experience on YouTube.
Yeah.
He got his YouTube channel up going popping. So y'all make sure y'all check them out. Them guys, like say, the start of Coalition DJs. And if you know anything about music, you know about the Coalition DJs. If you don't know who the Coalition DJs is, you probably just don't know
Under
about
rock.
this music.
Living under rock. But that's
Yeah.
yes, sir.
Hide, man. Hide.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. What about this guy right here though? Tell me one more.
Hey man,
Okay.
Oogie.
And who?
Huh?
Hey, Big Duke right there, is it?
Yeah, and Gee.
And my nigga Big Duke.
We talking about half of the boys in the hood. We talking about half of boys in the hood, man. Talk to us about Big Gee and Duke. Shout out to Duke. Shout out to Big Gee, Zone 3 head banger. Big Gee.
Yeah. Come pasa. Yeah. But yeah, man, so but you know how they go, man. The lineage and the family just run deep on niggas who really rock with each other. You know what I mean? So it's like even right now, I got a new project coming out called Exile King. So on Exile King, I got actually got Big Duke and Cujo on the song with me.
Oh, okay, so
Cujo
y'all make sure y'all be on the
me.
lookout for that.
Yeah, so
Cujo
Exile
Goody.
King
Cujo
going
Goody,
to play.
right?
Huh?
I said Cujo Goody, just to let them know.
Yeah,
that's right.
Cujo Goody, man,
deep,
from
man.
Goody Mob. Yeah.
That's right.
So like
but
you
yeah,
said,
that's what I was saying too. And then with Daz and Guilt, Daz and Guilt. I did a project on Big Guilt from Goody Mob and Daz Dillinger from Dog Pound. That project called ATLA. It's a
Right.
couple of songs that's out online already, but you know what I mean. We still got a couple of songs in reserve for the bam they head with this spring. You
Okay.
know what I
Exactly. One
mean?
on was that Bang Bang. That was off of that album, that Bang Bang. That was the
Yeah.
hit off of that album. But that was a if y'all don't know about that album, that's a classic one. That Daz Dillinger, Big Gip,
Yep.
LA to ATLA, LA. Oh man, they put it together. Cool on them
Yep.
Oh
beats.
yeah.
It's a banger. It's a real banger. That's a album that I play a lot.
That what's up. That's what's up. But yeah, man. So a bunch of work, man, and it's like right now I'm in the lab, cause you know my son and is going, you know what I mean, and then my daughters they going, you know what I mean. So
Hmm.
I got music on the way from the family side, so I don't even really
It's
put
in the
their name out
blood.
there
It's in the
through
blood.
me yet. I'm gonna let the music sell itself first, you feel me?
Hmm.
Cause the music so dope, it's gonna sell itself first. And then
That's
on the
right.
other side, I got a couple of young artists I'm in here in the lab with, and shout out to Tank 3 to Done, cause Tank 3 he gonna be one of those guys. He going hard in the lab with me. Shout out to Rod West, DMG, that whole staff over there. I got
Okay.
this young guy named Lil Nate. He like 14, he about to be 15, but he cold, you know what I mean? His project ready, so we finna shoot some videos and stuff. But it's more music on the way. Me and Funky got a couple of albums coming out. Roaches in the Ashtray,
Roaches in
420
the
album. Me
Roaches
and
in
DJ
the
ashtray.
Funky
ashtray.
dropping that. We got another album called Just a Few. It's coming out. Featuring on Just a Few is really a producer's album where I produced that whole thing, and I just told Funky shit. It's gonna be the thing for this record because it's only gonna be a few niggas who I want to hear rapping on my shit
I
Anyway.
feel you. I feel you.
Anyway, that's right.
right.
That's why I felt so honored, man, about the world near dead, man. My experience, you know, on that record,
Yeah,
man. The only person outside of me rapping on that album was your brother Charm. And when
yeah,
you got the insert to that album, you open it up and it had the words, the lyrics in the insert to me and your song, man, that we did, The World Near Dead, man.
yeah,
And that was a big
yeah.
honor, man. The lyrics was imprinted on the insert of that record, man. Salute, brother.
Right. You know this, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Doug who done that records, man. He tuning in, man. He say give a big shout out to KU Dollars. Y'all
Hey,
want
what's up,
That's right.
Doug? That's my
What
dog
up,
right there,
Dub?
man. Yo,
Doug who done
Eastside
that.
Doug
Hey
been out there.
man,
Hey,
Atlanta Pioneer.
Atlanta
Atlanta
but
Pioneer.
yeah,
We
Pioneer.
cause
go we go definitely
hey,
get Doug
Doug
who
been
done that
providing
on the
that
show.
platform a long time though. In his own right, Doug been providing the platform for goddamn up and coming artists for a long time. Himself just being able to run the club the way he run the club and had shit going on the way he do. You know what I mean? So shout out to my nigga, man.
Yes,
That's
yes,
what's up.
Doug is that guy, man. Took us all around, man. Drove us all around the country. Drove us
That's
all
right.
around the
Throwback
country.
boys.
Them throwback boys. Doug, you remember that
That's right,
time we was
man.
in Tennessee and the breaks went bad? Hey, next time y'all see Doug, tell him about the time we was in Tennessee in the van and the breaks was smoking like crazy and we up in the mountains coming down them hills
Oh
and
man,
with
on the
just
in the mountains too.
in the mountains with bad breaks, with the bad breaks. But
That
Had
what
to get
did it.
there. That's right.
Hey, that
on
what
the
did it.
road.
They
But
just built
talk.
character.
That's what it is. That's what it do. Build character. Talk about what you got going on right now. When we was talking earlier, you say you was in the lab. You had some clientele over there in the lab. Y'all still cooking up things after all these years. We find you
Yeah,
still
man.
right there
Just
in the lab.
yeah, I'm just pulling songs out the hard drive, man. Getting ready for a couple of mixes. You know what I mean? Shout out to my dog King. He getting ready to drop his shit. So yeah, we getting the mixes and stuff together now. On the other side of that shit, beats. You know what I mean?
Bigs,
Nigga been in
bigs.
here, nigga been in here whipping like hell.
Hey,
Rich
and
Max Studio.
so let the people know in case they wanna, if they serious about their business and they want to get some tracks from Mr. Cool. How can they go about doing that? Let them know.
Yeah, man. So yeah, if y'all want to reach out to me, man, y'all can either do it via email at kudolla@gmail.com. That's KUDOLLA@gmail.com. Or Ku for real on all social media. KU the number 4 REAL. Ku for real on all social media. You know what I mean? Just get at me, and if you for real, we'll get it here. You know what I mean? And Rich Mix, make that thing sound like you spent a bag.
Oh, let
Yeah,
them
now
know.
real talk.
Let them know, man. Like I always say, every time I say this, every time about this time, every week, I say the same thing, man. It's the fastest hour of the week. We coming to wind this thing down, man. Every week, man.
That's right.
Hey, that hour goes so fast. You be like, man, where's time? Yeah, already.
Yeah,
That time go fast, but
Already.
man, it was an honor to have you. Just like you say, I know, with Magic Mark, y'all go way back, but with me, I'm a fan, man, and
yeah.
that when that song used to come on in the club called The Gate. For all my East Siders out there, might remember The Gate,
That
and
right.
559
the
again. We talk about
559.
559 special.
And that
That's a
song
special.
Oh
would
man,
come on, man. That song would come on, and the club would go
boy,
crazy, man. They
hey,
would be singing that
I'm
song.
talking about ballistic.
And that was a lyrical song. That was a lyrical song. It wasn't no it wasn't no simple
Right.
rap. It was a lyrical
But
song, but the
listen,
crowd was
but
singing that song.
what's funny about the 559 is that was the first time I was paid to not perform.
Mm.
Oh, because it get that shit cracking up in there. These heads gonna get busted.
Hey
Coming
man,
out of
Mike was like, man, I'm gonna still give you your money, but I can't let you perform that song. They gonna tear up my damn club
Oh man.
on some
Yeah,
real shit
that's
now.
it.
He brought
Real
me back
shit.
a couple of weeks later to actually do the show, but it was like, man, he was like, but hey, they gonna tear up my club right now. They eat some. I know them. I know this crowd. I know they drunk right now. You feel me? And then when they used to
Yes,
always
sir.
sell them picture specials, so everybody down those pictures, you know what I mean, on it.
Yeah.
So that was the first time I had got paid not to perform though.
Man,
Wow.
man. Legendary 559. If you ain't
Yeah,
old enough to remember, legendary club over there on West Side on Ashby, man. Man, you jump off I-20, make the left, and come up under the bridge, and it's right there on the right, man. But that 559, man, that was a legendary spot. Also, like
for
we was
real.
talking about the gate, another legendary spot in Decatur. And I know that song used to be real big over there, and also in the gate.
Yeah, but there, Midwest, like man, we actually me Magic. Shout out to PGC, you feel me? But me Magic,
PG.
Bolo, Dead Pony, you know what I mean? Cock D, my nigga Mike Big, which is Gorilla Vice. Like we all mounted up and started making a push, having to basically go across country with the records because that record had already brought us there. You feel?
Mm.
That's right.
Mm.
And let's shout out to Casper the Don, man. And like you say,
Yeah, shout
Kevin
out to
Little, man.
Casper, man.
Mac
Yeah,
Arthur.
Toys in the
Yeah,
Hood,
man.
man.
But
You know what I mean?
yeah, he put us on the road to open up for Cash Money on some shows and some stuff, we did,
Mm.
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
But
yeah,
they
yeah,
got back
yeah,
then.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, Casper. But yeah, we just did the Toys in the Hood event over at the Dollar General, right there at Rita and the South Deshaun. So we did a pretty good turnout on that for being able to get a few toys for unfortunate kids and stuff. So shout out to Casper for always staying down for that right there in the community, man. And then you know what I mean. Shout out to just being the first dude to ever promote me, and then me being the first chance he had to promote an artist. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
it went
Well,
from
you
there
know
to
what,
a
man?
whole bunch of other stuff. But yeah, one time for
Well,
Casper.
it sure been a Christmas present, man, for you to come on this show, man, to give us, time and and attention to everything, man. Because we just out here promote Atlanta rap history, and you play so much, part in the history of it, man. You like big part of the fabric, man. Just
Yeah,
blessing
man.
a lot of people with your tracks, man, and stuff like that, who had the opportunity to rap over them, you know, like me, you know, and many others, you know. But yeah, but most definitely, man, I just want to, you know, give you your roses while you're here, man. That's with everybody, you know. We done had, you know, Shadi and Raheem and,
Shout out to
you know, people that
Shadi,
had
shout out to
in-depth
Raheem.
experiences on the show. Yeah, you know. Hey, Sam from the East Side boy.
To that, I say salute, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's the cure. That's the cure right there.
That's the cure. That's the cure right there, man.
You don't need no vaccine shot. They put some of that in you right
Get
there.
some of that right there. That's the vaccine right there, they say.
Right.
That's right, man. But yeah, that's what's up, man. So yeah, you know, like I say, you know, I know you left your information and everything, you know, for people to get in touch with you for tracks and studio time. You know, anything else you want to add to that, bro?
Yeah, a couple of things, because I have a couple of video games that's coming. One of them just the first person shooter called Trap Town Atlanta, and then I got a zombie game coming called Survive the City. So you know what I mean, y'all just get ready for that right there.
Let them know.
Be looking for that. Hey, that big thing.
Let them know, bro.
You know what I mean? Trying to have our hands in a little bit of all the action, man. You know what I mean? Because like I said, you know, I got a couple songs. One on called Everything Sell when you put it on the scale. You feel me? So I try to always tell that to my young niggas, man. You know what I mean? Everything sell, you put it on the scale. That's why all that shit got measurements on it when you pick it up in the store. You know what I mean?
Exactly. But like we say, man, it's been an honor to have you. You know what I'm saying? Like we say, we're big fans, man. We made this show so we can give our legends their flowers while they here. We want to let you know why you here, what we think about you, and we got you up high on our Mount Rushmore. You know, of this Atlanta rap
appreciate
history,
that, man. I thank you, man, for real, honorably.
That's right. So y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. Hit the notification so y'all will know when the thing come on. Y'all won't have to try to text me right in the middle of the show and say, is y'all on? Hit the notification button so you'll know when we coming on next week, man. We gonna be back next week with another show, man. We keep coming with them. I ain't even gonna say who we gonna have. Y'all just be lookout for it. We got another one coming next week, another big show coming next week, and another show coming after that for the new year. So y'all just be looking for us, man. This Atlanta Rap History. Check us out on Instagram at Atlanta Rap History. And Magic Mar, tell them where to hit you at on Instagram.
Yes, sir. And that's Magic with a K. More 100 on Instagram all day. Yeah, link up with me, whatever.
Yeah, link up with them. Tell them where they get you at on Facebook.
Facebook, just Mark Heard, you know, nigga real, the folk that know me for real, you know what I mean? Y'all just stay with me, stay down, you know what I mean? And we're going to keep the thing pushing. Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Cool, let them again. Let them know where they can find you at one more time.
Yeah, man, if you're looking for me, man, like I said, on any social media, it's going to be Cool for Real, KU, the number 4, REAL, Cool for Real. Streaming platforms is gonna be the same thing. I got music out under Cool for Real, so if y'all want to hear the new stuff, a lot of the new production, new artists I'm working with, then like I said, on the streaming platforms, type in Cool for Real, KU, number 4, REAL, and all the new music will pop up. And hey, let's rock out.
Let's do it.
Crack the vault. Crack the vault. Y'all have to crack the vault too now. And get some of that Lego boys, man.
That's what you gotta rock out to, Chuck. Goddamn, to crack the vault. That's me and Magic and Shot. That's our Lego boy right there.
Okay, crack the vault.
That shit. Hey, but hey, so many people be rocking out on that shit on Pandora. They be telling me and shit. They be like, man, that album jamming like hell. You know what I mean?
Damn right.
So y'all make sure y'all go check it out on Pandora. Tell them how they can find it on Pandora, man. We go bring that up.
Cool for Real. Just type in Cool for Real, Crack the Vault, man. The Lego Boys album gonna come up featuring your host right there, man, Magic Mark. You know what I mean?
Magic Mark.
Lego Boys.
Large economical growth opportunity. That's
what we do. Put work in communities.
Put work in communities. Hey, man.
Right.
like we always say, man, we thank y'all for joining us, man. We know you could be doing anything doing anything else. We appreciate y'all spending the time. Everybody who been with us the whole hour, man, we appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody watching, man. Again, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button and hit that notification so you ain't got to call me and ask me when we coming on. Follow us again, Instagram, Atlanta Rap History, on Facebook. If you don't know me, then you don't know me. Peace.
Peace.
Hey.
All right, brother.
All right, brother.
Well, love one. Yes, sir.